Imagine this. You're at work. The office is quiet. Suddenly, your coworker's phone won't stop ringing. But he can't even get into his own office. The door won't budge. He pushes harder. Ryup. The sound of something tearing echoes down the hallway. He looks back at you and your team standing there, grinning like devils. In that moment, he knows payback has arrived. This is the story of a man who turned pranking into a full-time sport. And the day his victims finally snapped. What they did next was so simple, so petty, and so gloriously perfect that the entire office still talks about it. Let me set the scene for you. There were only 4 people working in this quiet corner of the building. 3 in one tight-knit group, and then there was him. Let's call him Mark. Mark loved pranks. Not just occasional jokes, constant, never-ending, everyday pranks. Taping over the mouse sensor so your cursor freezes mid-task. Hiding your keyboard. Switching your coffee with decaf. The kind of harmless but annoying stuff that slowly drives you insane when it happens every single week. At first, the team thought it was funny. Mark was actually a pretty cool guy otherwise. Charismatic, quick with a laugh. But after months of this, stopped being funny. It became exhausting. He had made the 3 of them his only targets, and he never let up. One day, after yet another round of mouse sensor tape nonsense, 2 of the coworkers looked at each other and said the same thing at the exact same time. Enough. It's time to strike back. They didn't want anything crazy or illegal. They just wanted something that would hit him where it hurt, his endless ability to mess with their day. So they got creative. They bought a big roll of heavy-duty sticky-back Velcro. The industrial kind. The stuff that doesn't mess around. While Mark was out for a long lunch, they struck. They went into his office like ghosts on a mission. Drawers? Velcroed shut. His mouse? Slammed down and Velcroed to the desk. Phone handset? Velcroed firmly into the cradle. His office chair? Velcroed tight to the desk so it wouldn't roll even an inch. They Velcroed everything they could find. Pens, notepads, the works. But they saved the best for last.
The pièce de résistance?
They Velcroed his office door completely shut from the inside. Perfect seal. When that door closed, it wasn't opening without a fight. They slipped out, cleaned up any evidence, and waited. Hearts pounding with that delicious mix of nerves and excitement. Mark came back from lunch in a good mood. He swung by their area first, stood in the doorway cracking jokes, shooting the breeze like nothing was wrong. The 3 of them could barely keep straight faces. They knew what was coming. Then, his phone started ringing from down the hall. Mark grinned, said duty calls, and trotted off toward his office, still chuckling. The team stood in their doorway watching, waiting. The tension was thick. He reached his door, twisted the knob. Nothing. He twisted harder, pushed. The door didn't move an inch. He turned back and saw the 3 of them standing there, arms crossed, massive grins on their faces. The realization hit him like a truck. This wasn't random. This was payback. Mark let out a laugh at first, the kind of laugh you give when you know you've been had. But then he got serious. He took a step back and shouldered the door with everything he had. Ryayip. The Velcro gave way with a sound that echoed through the whole hallway. The door flew open. Mark stumbled inside like a man on a mission. Now the real chaos began. He had an important phone call to take, but the handset was glued down tight. He had to physically rip it out of the cradle. Then he tried to sit down, but his chair wouldn't move. Velcroed solid to the desk. He yanked it free with a grunt. His mouse? Same story. Ripped clean off the desk. Every single thing he touched fought back against him. The 3 coworkers stood in the hallway, trying and failing. Not to laugh out loud. It was pure poetry. All the months of little annoyances coming back to him in one glorious, chaotic moment. And the best part? Mark, even in the middle of his frustration, started laughing too. Because deep down, he knew he had it coming. After he finally got through his phone call, Mark walked back to their area, still shaking his head, half annoyed, half impressed. They all looked at each other and burst out laughing together. The kind of deep belly laugh that clears the air. They declared a truce right then and there. No more pranks. At least, Not for a while. Vengeance was served. Cold, sticky, and absolutely perfect. Look, this story isn't about hate or destruction. It's about boundaries. When someone keeps pushing and pushing, even in fun, there comes a point where you have to push back. Not with cruelty, but with creativity and a little bit of chaos. Mark learned that day that every action has a reaction. The team learned that sometimes the best revenge isn't screaming or reporting to HR. It's a perfectly executed, hilarious comeback that leaves everyone laughing in the end. What about you? Have you ever had a prank war at work? Or been pushed to the point where you had to strike back? Drop your stories in the comments. The wilder, the better. And remember, keep it petty, but keep it classy. If you enjoyed the story of sweet, sticky office justice, hit that like button, subscribe for more revenge and redemption stories, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay savage, but stay smart.